Hello! Today we are going to talk about wine. A delicious, wonderful, beautiful thing. To start off with, if you were wondering, yes, I am sitting on the floor. This weird weather, I don't get enough lighting back there, and so the video looks very pixelated. So we're just going to try it this way. Before we start, I should say none of these are in order. We didn't rank them, but they are all red wines that we have really enjoyed recently that are all under $20. Before I actually get to talking about any real wine, I feel like I'd be doing you a disservice if I did not share something that totally changed our wine game, and that is a decanter. So I will link the brand that we like below, but you can honestly find them at Total Wine or probably anywhere. And at first I was like, you've got to be kidding me. You're telling me if I pour my wine in here and let it sit for however long, depending on the wine, it's gonna change the flavor? Okay. Yeah, it really does though. Like, it's amazing how much a wine opens up when you give it time to breathe. But if you're saying, yeah, that's great, but I need to get home from work and I don't have the time to let it breathe for a few hours, I got your solution. Obviously, that's the best ideal way that you would let your wine breathe, but if you don't have the time, then this bad boy is a great alternative, and it's an aerator. You pour it through, pour your wine, and then it goes straight into your glass. It takes this process and speeds it up. Disclaimer, I am not a sommelier and very far from it. So if I say some of these things wrong, we're just gonna go with it. Okay, now we can actually talk about wine. Honestly, you guys, on this one, I almost didn't want to share it until we went and bought more because I'm nervous that they're going to run out, but we're going to share it anyway and hope for the best. This is one of our most recent ones we found, and look at it. Got 97 points. I don't know. Like, I just know that it's out of 100 points, and 97 is pretty dang good. So it's a cab, and it's called Carmen, and wow. This one is really good. It's really good with like a steak or red meats. Like, it's everything you would ever want in a cab. So this one has probably been our favorite one as of recently, and probably the one, if I had to choose a number one out of this whole list, this would be it. It is less than $20, so go grab yourself one. This next one, we have two from their winery. It's the Hedges family winery. And this one is very decently priced. Okay, quite frankly, it's just cheap. It is a really cheap wine, and for how good it is, for how cheap it is, you can't go wrong. I'm gonna totally butcher this name. De Bourgogne. Bourgeoisie. The Bourgeoisie. It is 76% cab, 14% Merlot, and 10% Syrah. And like I said, it's really good. For how cheap it is, it's pretty dry, but at least get one, try it out. It's one we usually always have on hand because number one, it's really cheap, and number two, we really enjoy it. So try it out. For the next ones I'm going to share, we actually don't have the physical bottle because we drank them in order to try them to see if we could recommend them to you. So I will just throw up a picture of all of them so you know what the bottle looks like. But the next one is called Latitude 42, and it's the Reserve. And holy smokes, so good. I've requested it quite a few times now because I love it. We tend to really like Spanish wine. It is I'm probably going to say this wrong, but Tempranillo. So like a cab is its own type, or grape, whatever. This is a Tempranillo. It goes well with red meats, burgers, steaks. If you've never tried Spanish wine, try this one. Let this one be your first because it's good. This next one is from Uruguay, and it is the most recent one we've tried. And wow, it is really good. It is called Garzon, and it is from the Tanit grape, which, let me tell you about this grape. The Tanit grape has one of the highest amounts of polyphenols out of all red wines, which are the antioxidants. So you're going to want to drink that because you're going to feel like a health queen. That'll be a win. Anyway, it pairs really well with grilled meats and also fattier dishes. Totally recommend this one. Probably actually going to call Jake and have him buy another bottle before he comes home tonight. One is the Fuerza. It is another Spanish wine. It is a monastrell grape, and it is bold and smoky, which means it pairs really well with smoked meats. Shout out to Louisiana Grill. Your Traeger, that's garbage. Get a Louisiana Grill, worth it. Anyway, it also goes good with barbecue food, so try it with those when the weather actually gets nice again. Again, with yet another Spanish wine. So this one also comes from a Tempranillo grape, which means you're going to want to pair it with steak or burgers, some sort of red meat. It is called Carlos Serra, very tasty. Match out with an Italian wine. So this one is called Serra, and it is a Barbera di Alba type of wine. So the grape is called Barbera. I like to call it Barbara. Shout out to my mom. It goes very well with roasted dishes and also vegetables. So don't drink this unless you got a vegetable on your plate. Oh my gosh, you should do that. Make roasted vegetables and drink this wine. You'll have a lovely night. Last but not least on this segment of red wines under $20 is also from the Hedges Family Winery, and it is called In Vogue. It is also a red blend. It is slightly more expensive than the bourgeoisie. It is also dry, but not as dry as the bourgeoisie. Did you notice I didn't have to look it up this time? We're making progress. Anyway, it is also really delightful. You should try it. Now that both my legs have officially fallen asleep and are very, very tingly, I will make this last little bit short and sweet. I just wanted to share this wine book. It is called Wine Folly. My favorite part, I think, is you can go to the types of grapes. So if it's a cab, or let's say like I turn to the Malbec page, and it will tell you what types of foods go good with it. It will tell you what flavors you can find in it. It will tell you if it's dry or acidic and these types of things. And it will also tell you how long you need to decant it for. So it tells you how long you need to keep it in here, ideally, in order to get the best flavor. If you are into wine or interested in learning more, that book has been very useful for us. And I just want to also say thank you to everyone who, if you are interested in anything, has purchased from my links. I love you. I appreciate you. And anyway, have a great day, you guys.